Hello, friends, and welcome to Pathologic Volume 2, Episode 23, where today we are going to be continuing to look at some ice-based puzzles like we did a couple days back, and today's genre is called Barns. You can solve it yourself by using the links in the description below the video, and before we dive in, we need to take a look at the rules. Barns is a loop drawing puzzle. The rules are: draw a loop through the centers of all cells which may not pass through bold borders. So this is pretty much simple loop rules. Every single cell in the grid has to be part of the loop, even like all the way up to the corners, no empty cells, and we have some dark lines here that are walls we can't go through. Unlike a simple loop puzzle, there are some intersections here, which we'll get to next, because two perpendicular line segments may intersect each other, but only on icy cells. Icy cells are the blue cells in the grid, so those cells may have intersections. They're not required to. And the loop may not turn on icy cells. So thematically, once you walk onto the icy patch, you have to keep on slipping until you get to the other side of it. So when we have an intersection, it's never going to be two turning segments. They're all both going straight through and across each other. Those are the rules of Barns, so it's time to solve a puzzle. Today's Barns puzzle was set by Jovial. I'm going to get started with the typical way I start a loop puzzle, which uses every cell in the grid, which is to look for places where a cell only has two entrances and exits, typically corners, and I can mark all of those as entry exits, like so. While I'm doing that, anytime that enters an icy cell, it's going to go straight through. So I'm going to do that as well. And down here, it's going to have to go up. Right here, it's going to have to go down. We've got a corner there. We've got a corner there. We've got a corner there. Those are all the initial corners, and then that formed another corner right here that has to do this. And now we have our first intersection on an icy cell that's going to have to come across, and those connect up. This looks like it is a virtual corner here, but it's not, because icy cells are less constrained than they appear on the surface. We do, however, have a virtual corner from these two, so this is going to have to be a corner like that. And this now has to keep on coming through. We now have a corner. Oops, I'm getting a little ambitious with my clicking. We have a virtual corner right here, so we have to do that. When we have an icy cell that has something blocking on the other side, we can't enter. So that's the kind of place that we might X just to make sure. So like here, for example, we can't go through this because we'd slide over and slam our way into that cell where we already have all of the lines that are allowed to be there. So that'll be like that. And in this case, it is a puzzle where we need to go through all cells. So this icy cell needs to be visited. So we need to go through like that. And we've done the top 3 rows of the grid entirely. We can't close the loop too early, so this is going to turn. And by simple loop logic, we can't have this cell be a vertical one. It's got to bend in some ways, so this is a segment we're going to have. An icy cell on the edge of the grid is interesting because since we have to visit it, we can't visit it from the top because we'd slam into the wall. So those have to be horizontal. So we can do that, and that gives us a corner here that we can finish up. That gives us an alleyway here we have to go straight through. This can't close the loop early. We've got another icy cell up against a wall, so this is vertical. This can't keep on going horizontally because it would hit the wall. Can't go north, so it does go south, and again, can't close early. So now we're all linked up on this side. Again, can't close early, so we got to turn and then slide along. This might go north, might go west. Don't know yet. We can't go through here because we'd slide all the way and hit the wall. So we can't have actually any horizontalness on this patch of ice. These have all got to be vertical straight throughs with no crossing. And now we've got a little loop here we can't close too early. We have this side that is in a corner. It's got to turn. It's in another corner. It's got to turn again. And we don't want to close too early, so this is going to keep on going. And it does cross there, giving us a corner we can fill in right here and slide across. This has to turn. And that is all the cells in the grid covered by the loop, so let's check our work. And that is how you solve a Barnes.